welcome back to my fragrance review channel. Today is Wednesday, it is my second video of the week. Thank you to everyone who watched my Moonlight video on Monday. But today we are going to travel back to 2015 and talk about the Riri fragrance that Rihanna released as part of a three-piece collection. Every year since then, she's released a new one in this line, but this was the original one that started it all in 2015. It's called Riri, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it today. Alright, so let's begin with the advertisement. So this is the official Riri ad that was sort of circulating in magazines back in 2015 when it was new, and this was the one that they had on display when the store started getting all the fragrances in. So we have Rihanna wearing this sort of very bright magenta kind of dress. It's very sort of long and poofy. I saw the full print ad at the store, but this is just sort of the main kind of headshot. Rihanna looks a little bit surprised. Her hair is kind of being blown back. It has a lot of red hues to it, kind of reminiscent of the Loud days. Of course it was brighter back then, but she kind of put a little bit more red in it for the advertisement. She has these pink gloves on with some pearl bracelets and with a picture of the fragrance on the bottom, and it says Riri right across the center there. There was actually another version of this ad that was circulating around, not quite as much as this one, but that one is this one here, which I kind of prefer. You know, it's the same outfit, same photo shoot, but she's just looking in the opposite direction. She has her hand up. She's not quite as surprised as she is in this one, and you can see her tattoos a little bit more clearly in this, which I like. So I'd say that this is actually my preferred version of the ad. So I'm going to be keeping this one up for the duration of the video. Alright, so let's move on to the box. So I actually picked up the gift set, I guess it was 2 years ago, so I've had this for quite a while. The box is very simple. Even if you bought the individual bottle, it came with this solid black. You can sort of see the lines going up and down. So it's a solid black box with Riri by Rihanna written on the front. I love black and pink together. I think it's a nice sort of contrast. And the base of the gift set is gold. I think if you buy the single bottle, the bottom of the box is gold, so there's always a little bit of gold in the packaging, but it's that sort of pink and black that kind of give it its sort of signature. So in this set, it actually came with nothing. It was completely empty. No, I'm just kidding. It came with the 50 milliliter bottle, as well as a lotion and a shower gel, which I will talk to you about later on in the video. We do have little baby Riri here. She did not come in this set. She kind of just hopped on the table for the video. I got that in a separate collection set, but I'll show that to you guys as well. So the bottle. So Riri was Rihanna sort of has three families of fragrances. The Rebel Fleur collection, the Rogue collection, and now the Riri collection. So this was the debut of this style of bottle. So it's a square base with rounded sort of edges going upwards, kind of forming like a little bit of a tent. And then we have the gold rim as well as the black pattern that we see on the box. And then a large gold ball sitting on the top of it. One of the ends has faded away on my bottle. That's very sad. Riri by Rihanna is written on the front of the bottle, and it is a light pink fluid, like a color liquid. I feel like my color has faded a little bit. It's more of like a purpley pink now, but it was brighter back in the day. So the lid, this is all one piece and it pops off like that. And then you have the sprayer on top. This is the 50 milliliter. You can get it in a larger and smaller size as well. Alright, so let's talk about what the fragrance smells like. So Rihanna doesn't have a lot of fruity, floral fragrances in her collection, which is sort of refreshing considering those types of fragrances are very prominent in the celebrity fragrance world. But her first, I guess, 6 fragrances didn't really capture that. They weren't really kind of part of that world, which I really liked. They had more originality. This one, I think, is her first true kind of fruity floral, but having said that, I think it really stands out among the very saturated celebrity fragrance world of that kind of genre. It has a strong personality, it's very bold, and I think it fits well with the rest of her fragrances in terms of kind of capturing part of her own personality into its aroma. So in the top end of the fragrance we have mandarin orange, cassis, passion fruit, and rum. So it's a strong opening, and I would describe this scent as this kind of boozy, creamy, free cocktail. So in the top note, I don't really smell the mandarin orange too much. I don't associate citrus with this scent, but the passion fruit is the main ingredient. But it's a very fresh, juicy kind of passion fruit. It doesn't really smell synthetic to me, which passion fruit can oftentimes smell in fragrances, but it stays fresh, and that rum note I think is very prominent as well. And you might be thinking, like, rum, why is there like booze in this fragrance? But it really gives it a sort of a unique kind of character, and it smells boozy. Like, it makes me think of an actual like martini or a cocktail, and it's very much like a going out kind of fragrance because it kind of puts you in that like mood. So right from the start, it kind of captures you, and it's a very alluring kind of scent. I actually think my favorite part of the fragrance is that top note before the heart and the base kind of, you know, come to the party, when we're just kind of exploding with passion fruit and booze. It's just, I think that's like my favorite part. It's a really fun kind of opening, and it really catches your attention. So in the heart of the fragrance, that's where we kind of mellow out a little bit. You know, we put our drinks down for a moment and we get into the heart of the fragrance, which is where all the flowers lie. We have honeysuckle, we have pink freesia, we have jasmine, and orange blossom. So jasmine and orange blossom are both white florals, which are stronger, give a stronger floral kind of composition to fragrances, but I find that they're sort of toned down a lot in this one. I don't know if it's because the passion fruit and the rum are just so wild, but I don't really get a floral vibe from this scent, despite the fact that, you know, 4 flowers are in it, 2 of which are white florals. It's surprisingly not very floral in my opinion. I think they're kind of just there as kind of that more general floral composition. None of them really stand out too strong for me, but I feel though they're kind of being stomped on by like the boozy, drunk passion fruit that's sort of running around. So we can just generally say that the flowers in the heart help to kind of tone it down a little bit, balance things out, but don't add too much of an actual flowery kind of scent. And in the base of the fragrance, we have sandalwood, vanilla, skin musk, and benzoin. So that vanilla is keeping that sort of, you know how I mentioned it was sort of like a creamier kind of scent. The sandalwood and the skin musk are just sort of there as your typical base notes to help prolong the scent and kind of be there when everything kind of dries down. But it's the benzoin that I think was a very smart addition to this fragrance. So benzoin it's like sort of like a tree sap, like it's derived from tree bark. It's like amber kind of. It has like a sweeter aroma, but it actually has 2 functions, both of which are very important and prominent in this fragrance. The first one being it adds that sort of vanilla sweet smell that it naturally has. So that helps the vanilla, that helps carry the scent out, adding to that overall creaminess, which is nice. But more importantly, benzoin is actually used as a fixative in perfumes and fragrances that helps to slow down the dispersion of the essential oils into the air. And that's basically the fancy way of saying it makes the fragrance last longer. It sort of holds the oils down longer so that the dispersion of the scent goes throughout the day. So it increases the lasting power of the scent while still giving that sweeter aroma. So it's a perfect, ingredient in this one because that sweet flavor was very welcomed, And Rihanna fragrances, in my opinion, last a long time. There's a few that don't, but most of them are very long lasting, and I think this is no exception. I think the high quality ingredients and that benzoin really make this one last a long time. Some people have said that, it doesn't last, but I've never had a problem with this one fading away, and I've never thought that it disappeared too quickly. I actually put this one on yesterday. I went to get my haircut, and I wanted to just kind of, have a little night with Riri, and I put one spray on my wrist, and it smelled for hours. And this room that I had sprayed it in before I left still smelled of it when I returned home, and it's still on my sweater. Today when I put it on, I can still smell Riri. So I think the lasting power is very great on this one. It really projects far, it fills the room, it has that bold Rihanna personality to it, like Rebel Fleur and Rogue did. So I was very impressed with this one. Now, having said that, the main aroma, as I said, is that passion fruit. If you don't like passion fruit, you're not really going to like this one. It is fruity and bold and loud, but it has that boozy, creamy vanilla sort of taking it throughout the fragrance, making it last longer. And I think it's a very fun and sophisticated fruity floral that you can wear in the evening. I would recommend this for sort of fall, wintry weather. I think it is a little bit too much for spring and summer because it is heavier. It's a heavy fruity floral, good for evening. And now is the perfect time to wear it. Now it's getting a little bit colder. I do reserve this one for sort of cooler weather. Alright guys, so that is my take on this fragrance. So let's talk about some of the products here. So this is actually the body lotion. I love the containers. It's very metallic. No, what's the word? I'll just say shiny. Shiny pink container. So this is lotion. I also got the shower gel. I don't have the shower gel on display. I actually used it. I use up the shower gels much faster than I use up the lotions. So that one's long gone, but it was very nice. It really, I remember my Riri showers. They were very fun. My whole shower smelled of it. It's a very strong scent. And the lotion is also very good. I use this one a lot, again, during the winter times when, you kind of get drier hands. Because I do consider it more of a winter fragrance, I like to kind of reserve this for the winter time when I actually need lotion. So it's just like a regular white. It's not, doesn't have the glitter or anything in it, which is good. I kind of got over that trend. The lotion really captures the top note well, so I can really smell that like sparkling, loud passion fruit. And this is the only product that I feel like I can kind of smell the mandarin orange. I didn't really get it too much with the shower gel, and I don't get it with the actual spray, but with this one, I finally get a small citrus vibe when I put it on, just for a moment, but it finally kind of made its debut in the lotion. So I'd recommend this one. If you can pick up the set, I think the lotion is worth getting because it's very strong and, it's good if you actually have dry hands. So I do recommend the gift set. The shower gel is really nice too. So now, I guess we're almost done, but I wanted to show you the mini. So I got this in a Rihanna Greatest Hits fragrance collection, but it's really cute. So it's just a little Riri mini. This is, I think, 7.5 milliliters. 15? No, that can't be true. Mysteries of Life. Oh, it is 15. Wow. This is a 15 milliliter bottle of Riri, and it is a spray. Miniatures are always, better when they spray because it just adds like one more bit of luxury to their already great existence. So this is great for traveling, and it's adorable, and I'm happy that I have it as part of the Riri collection. I decided to pour myself a drink because there's booze in the fragrance, so I didn't want Riri to drink by herself. That's no fun. I mentioned that this is a 3-piece family. Did I mention that? So there's also Kiss and Crush, which are other members of this collection. I have Crush, and I'm probably gonna get Kiss soon because the gift sets are back out again. I love gift sets. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Riri. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll be back again later this week on Friday with a new fragrance review. And I'm looking forward to... I don't even know what it's going to be, actually. I'm looking forward to figuring out what it's going to be and then doing it. So, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys soon.